What is up, metal and heavy music fans? It's Flight of Icarus again with MetalTrenches.com, and it's that time again for me to check out your latest requests and recommendations for underground metal albums on Bandcamp. And hey, if you like to be kept up to date with the best and brightest metal bands and albums from the underground and above, then stick with me by hitting that subscribe button down below. Alright, we're going to kick things off with UK band Shiva and their album Planet Eater. Heard a little bit of this. Super heavy. Just super intense gent riffs. Deathcore. Beastly. Like, honestly, I'm planning on spending a little bit more time with this one. Might even end up being one of my favorites of the month. We'll see. But I just love how heavy and groovy it is. Some like Brand of Sacrifice vibes a little bit. The Reality Fade. Okay, so Reality Fade is UK. I don't know if the band is also from UK, to be fair. But this song has Alan from Distant on the vocals, which is fitting. Yes, me though, these guys do what Distant does better. This reminds me a bit of Cabal as well. And they throw in those little flavor riffs. Just so important. Yeah, just a super groove machine. It's not out as of the time of me recording this in full, but it will be fully out by the time you're watching this. Just listen to that, man. They're like trying to start a truck sound. Those sugar riffs. Just fucking pummeling. Love this shit. Sometimes that's just what I need. They have some other guest appearances on here too that you can check out. And oddly enough, they did a Kanye West cover. 3 tracks I can check out here. But yeah, you get the idea. Just this like kind of down-tempo, groovy stuff. Also, if you enjoyed the latest Darko album, you'd probably enjoy this as well. But yeah, that is Shiva with Planet Eater. Next we got Mind Your Head with Hail to Stupidity out of Bordeaux, France. Getting that like grimy vibe from this one. Those vocals. It's like grindcore riffs and drums. Some distortion on the vocals. These titles. Gutless. Spank Me. It's Gonna Hurt. Just seems like we're getting some break face music today. I'm always down for that. Grindy metallic hardcore. That's how they're calling this. Oh, Napalm Death cover too, appropriate. Definitely hear the influence. Even in the vocals too. Napalm tends to have kind of like a unique vocal style too, but I can hear the influence. Some mild like mathy elements in here too. Ooh, that was a cool little bass break there. You hear that bass grumble too. Just like rattling around like a loose part in an engine. A little melodic part here. Kind of crusty. Fuck yeah. Dude, this is dope. Name your price too. Can't go wrong with that. Ooh. Speaking of that bass. Ooh. A nice little drum startup. Hell yeah. This is sick. Loving this. This is fun. 14 tracks here, including the 2 covers. Sorry for the smell. Like worms in concrete. Oof. Ooh, that union of that very, like, grimy bass riff and the kind of Poison the Well drumming. This whole opening has kind of like a Poison the Well vibe to it. Not this part, though. But that's sick. Yeah, I could listen to this just for the whole video, but no. That is Mind Your Head with Hail to Stupidity. Then we have Blood Obliteration with Depressive Eyes and an Ode on Melancholy. From India. Oh, from the homie Ryan Omega, regular. Has too many projects for me to name at this point. Dude's always working on something. Ryan is a friend of the channel. Regular commenter, viewer, communicator. This is interesting. Noisier, more experimental vibe on this one. It's a black metal project for the electric and death metal. Self-titled. This is cool. It's kind of haunting. Listen with headphones too, because there's these like vague like little noises in the background that sound like muffled like crying or something. Very eerie. I like that we've got the character titles along with the translations too. Yeah, it reminds me of like the old Quake soundtrack with these like eerie noises. Oh, there's alright, and then we got more overt ones. We got a rainstorm going on with this one. Ooh, that nice little like industrial groove. This is all atmosphere. Hell yeah. I'm not always into stuff like this, but Ryan, I think you really hit on something with this particular one. Super creepy, super ominous, just unsettling, I think is the best word I can think of for this music. And just the layers of different stuff you've got going on here, from the kind of more standard black metal music to the, like, again, the weird background sounds, the electronic elements. Oh yeah, I'm into it. I'm down with this. Good stuff. So again, that is Blood Obliteration with Depressive Eyes and an Ode on Melancholy. Then we have 40,000 Leagues with their single Reaper. Piano intro here. Manchester, UK. Big atmospheric intro here. This cover's interesting. So like comic book Jason Voorhees. Guessing with the title too, that's sort of what we're going for. For kind of like early 2000s metalcore band. Pretty good. This is totally taking me back to high school right now. A little unpolished. Use a little work, especially in these singing areas. Reminds me a little bit of It Dies Today. I think it's the closest comparison I can think of right now. A little bit of like Trivium in there too, maybe. Like early Trivium. I like this part. Man, this is like the days of, you know, All That Remains, As They Lay Dying, all that stuff coming through on this. Not bad, not bad. Needs a little bit more finesse, a little bit more polish too, but I think you're onto something. Put more of your own personality into it too. Find sort of your niche. I see the kind of horror element is even in your tags, so interested to see where you go with that. But yeah, pretty cool. That's 40,000 Leagues with Reaper. And we have Funeral Singer with Oratorio. That word almost got stuck in my mouth. I don't know what it was. Kansas City, Missouri band. Metalcore, mathcore. Always down for some mathcore. That was a cool transition to the like noisier part. More early 2000s vibes from this. Hell yeah. Like early Norma Jean. The Chariots. Really early Every Time I Die. Heavier though. Maybe some like Zayo in there. In those kind of like deathier vocals. But then they've got the like panic vocals too. Oh yeah. Deep low growls on this part. I'm in for this. If these guys haven't been featured on Mathcore Index yet, they definitely need to be. Those panic chords. Hell yeah. Another good group today, y'all. Sending me some good shit. Here's the crew. I can't tell if this is supposed to be some sort of reference to, damn it, what's that anime called with the big giant people? I'm blanking on it right now. Or if it's just a dude with no skin. Oh yeah. The breakdown. Hell yeah. I love that shit. The breakdowns with the panic chords implemented into them. Yeah. $5 for this, y'all. I'd say jump on. I'm impressed with what I'm hearing here. Good shit. Again, that is Funeral Singer with Oratorio. Then we've got Aquila with The Plague of Galen, another single today. Ontario band. Melodic death metal band from Hamilton and Kitchener, Ontario. Formerly of Windsor. I like this big chugging intro. Ooh. Ooh. That riff right there, that got me. That's that like old school like Soilwork In Flames shit right there. Guitars sound great. Vocals could use a little bit more work in the production area, I feel like. There's something going on there that's pulling me out of it a little bit. Like, I don't think it's the performance. I think it's how it's, like, mixed and mastered and stuff. I don't know as much about that. I'd have to defer to my homies at Forge Master Reviews. But you're definitely onto something here. This is dope. Great guitar work. Instrumentation overall sounds really good. You got me. Y'all sending me all my favorite stuff, because first and foremost, I came up on metalcore and melodic death metal, and then of course new metal too. A little quieter part on the end, classic. Bringing in the acoustic. Ding, ding, ding. Awesome. Hell yeah. That is Aquila with The Plague of Galen. We have The Void's Embrace with Dawn of a Stillborn Sun, German band. Carla didn't like it, apparently. Ooh, more melodic death metal, hell yeah. This ain't Blackened, though, too. I'm such a sucker for those, like, early In Flame style riffs with the harmonized guitars. Big atmosphere, too. Sounds like there's some, like, synth going on there. I'll make the argument again that I always do. €12 for digital. Too much, y'all. Too much. Especially for a band kind of getting started. Your digital should be at max $10. But even then, it's kind of pushing it for digital. I think you get more early adopters with a like $8 or less price tag on the digital. Ooh, nice intro here. Man, I love this stuff. It just takes me back to simpler times, at least for me. Very deathy vocals. Reminds me of a few other more modern melodic death metal acts. It's just nice to hear this stuff coming back, though. Stuff like Serenity and Murder. Guitars are dope. I'd say the vocals are mixed in better on this one, too. A little slower one here. More of a, like, a monomarth track. Drinking song. Good shit, though. That is The Void's Embrace with Dawn of a Stillborn Sun. Ooh. Take me away. Alright, then we got Biomechanical XX Nice Rock Infernalian. Sorry. Is this a split? What's going on here with that name? Oh, it's just a single with a whole bunch of remixes for the track End Your Life. I guess it is Biomechanical is the band here. Cool picture. I like that. But yeah, I've never done one like this on this particular segment. So here's the original. I guess we'll focus on that. Ooh. London industrial kids not taking your shit since 2013, probably. That is a great description. Ooh. I know some people aren't into this, but I love this shit. It just reminds me of, like, great cover, too. That looks awesome. Kind of like clear alien vibes on xenomorph kind of look on the creature there. But yeah, this takes me back to, like, first time hearing the Mortal Kombat Annihilation soundtrack, which is kind of what got me into industrial, so I can't hate on that. That movie will hold a special place in my heart for that. Hell yeah. That kind of super aggro industrial. Reminds me of Mindless Faith a little bit. If you haven't checked out Mindless Faith, definitely give them a listen. This is fun. This is super fun. This is like go-to, like, driving music. Just puts a smile on my face. Y'all out there hating, you're missing out. This is what fun sounds like. Super 90s just with the EDM beats too. God, I miss that. I hope this stuff comes back around. But yeah, that's Biomechanical with End Your Life. Then we have Cannatonic with L.S.Doom out of France, circling back around again. Doom, 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 doom. Funky little bass opener here. Simple cover. Lots of fire. Also a bong. Okay, we're getting doomy here, as the title would imply. Exhumed to Smoke is the title of the other track. Yeah, that's great. So this is for all you 420 folks out there. Smoke them if you got them, I guess. If you're of legal age to do so and live in an area where it is legal for you to do so. I encourage nothing. Oof. Big beefy doom riff there. You know, I'm not usually into this type of music, but I do like it when people mix it with the, like, kind of blackened vocals. There's a couple bands I've come across over the years that do that. Vocals are super quiet on this, so I'd like to see them a little bit louder. Here we go. Yeah, I could kind of get down to this. There's something about that combo, because I love the guitars, but I'm just not into, like, doom singing for the most part, so yeah, throw some death and black vocals on it. You got me. I feel like this is more so, before I'd heard Cannabis Corpse and I knew of them, this is what I sort of expected them to sound like. Yeah, with those blackened vocals, that's raunchy. This is just like bad trip music is what it is. That'll be your tagline. You better quote me on that too. Bad trip music, metaltrenches.com. That is Cannatonic with L.S.Doom. We have Eratis with There Is a Blurry Light Against the Twisted Branches. Italian band. A flow of various ideas realized with music. What you got for me? Nice little peaceful start. Polar opposite atmosphere, that last one. Are we gonna have a big switch is what I'm wondering, or is this the vibe? Okay, yeah, we're going completely different direction here, more like post-metal, peaceful kind of stuff. Very atmospheric. This is stuff I was super into my later years in college. I was buddies with some guys in a band called Anesthetic. You can still find their stuff on Bandcamp, even though they're no longer a band. Haven't been in a long time. But yeah, they did a lot of this kind of dreamy instrumental stuff that I thought was really rad. And it would get noisy like this too. Yeah, this is good like thinking music. Doing work, studying. Stuff you want to have on during that. Puts you in an interesting mindset. I used to ride the Blue Line L train in Chicago around to various places, and I would listen to music like this. That was around the time I was also into like Russian circles and explosions in the sky. Not as into that stuff anymore, but it's got a time and place. So yeah, if you want something a little bit more atmospheric, a little bit more chill than definitely anything else we've talked about today, check out Aralus with There Is a Blurry Light Against the Twisted Branches. Love that title, by the way. And then we have the Chris Rolling Squad with Cannonball Holocaust. I love this super grindhouse cover. It's like, it hits you in the face, but like that's clearly what the intention was. You know what you're getting. Another French band, too, by the way. Strong Motorhead vibes. Raw rock and roll power trio. Hard rock riffing, punk, wildness, psychobilly voodoo rhythm with wide, edgy backing vocals. The missing link between Bo Diddley and Slayer. What a great... See, I gotta pause for that. When you're sending me stuff, like one of the key things that gets you heard is having a really simple, concise description like that. Like, if you can just in one sentence or like in a really short amount of words, like almost imagine you're making a tweet is the way I'll put it. If you can describe to me like a fun reason basically why I should take an interest in listening to your band, that's it right there. That's like the perfect example. In fact, I'm gonna like steal that and show that as an example. I'm probably covering up on screen, but it's down here. So anyways, luckily the music is rad too, but it's descriptions like that that get me to actually listen to it to begin with. And if it's too long, if you give me like a big block of text, I'm not gonna read it. I'm just gonna totally glaze over. Oh, this one's not Motorhead. This is more like Social D. A little Bad Religion, a little bit of like classic rock in there too though. Interesting. Seems like they got different modes of approach here. Oh, back to the heavy. This is my shit right here. It's that like dirtbag ripping shit. Oh, what a great photo too. Y'all, this is like marketing 101. This whole page, the way they built this, And then the color scheme too, matching up, so it's aesthetically pleasing. You got the background image filling things out. Everything just fits. So not only is the music great, oh, look at that wording too. This is how you want to build your Bandcamp page off. Take notice. This is how people pay attention. Now, whether or not they like your music is another thing, but ooh, that's like classic, like kind of ZZ Top, and like they said, Bo Diddley. I'm also thinking of things like oh, what am I thinking of? That damn, what's the name of the band that does Highway Star? Thinking about that too. Very similar. But anyways, that is the Chris Rolling Squad with Cannonball Holocaust. Alright, well, that's plenty for today. Let me know down in the comments, as always, which one was your favorite, what other band should maybe I check out, and just let me know, too, if you loved one so much that you went out and bought it. I want to hear that. I want to know that I inspired you to go out and give these musicians who are hardworking and deserve it your hard-earned money. So, yeah, definitely do that. And then don't go anywhere. I have a whole playlist of these, plus all sorts of other videos if you're new here, too. I got full album reviews for new releases, interviews with bands on the podcast, tier lists, plenty of reasons to subscribe if you have not already. You can also chat with me and a few other YouTube creators on Discord and support on Patreon. But that'll do it for now. Flight of Icarus signing off. I will see you in the trenches.